Trump's defense team debunks the Democrats' impeachment case. They exposed manufactured tweets, edited clips, and what they call the hypocrisy of the Democratic Party. The lawmakers say the Democrats failed to find supportive evidence. NTD's Melina Weiskup has the latest on the impeachment trial.
So what we saw today was that Trump's lawyers swiftly debunked the whole foundation of the Democrats' case, and they did it in just a fraction of the time that the Democrats used. First of all, Trump's lawyers say the House managers engaged in factual dishonesty using manufactured videos and tweets.
The date that appears is January 3rd, 2020, not 2021. Why is that date wrong? Because this is not a real screenshot that he's working with.
Pointing out missing pieces of Trump's speech where he urged the protesters to march to the Capitol peacefully and patriotically, and debunked the Democrats' argument that Trump's tweets during the Capitol chaos egged on the violence. Trump's lawyers pointed to other tweets where Trump told protesters, quote, "Stay peaceful. We are the party of law and order."
I think the president's lawyers blew the House manager case out of the water. They legally eviscerated them.
And they pulled up older clips where the media has distorted the reality of Trump's attitude towards the violence and white supremacy.
And you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally.
The lawyers brought this up to prove why media reports cannot be relied on as evidence, something the Democrats rely heavily on in their arguments. Another key point they make is that convicting Trump would be a violation of free speech. To support their argument that Trump's speech falls within the free speech, the lawyers brought up previous Supreme Court rulings. The defense team said criminalizing Trump's speech on January 6th would be an affront to the American people.
It is constitutional cancel culture.
Trump's lawyers characterized this trial as a witch hunt where hatred is at the heart. The defense team also pointing to what they call hypocrisy by the Democratic Party. As expected, clips were played of Democrats supporting the Black Lives Matter riots over the summer. They also pointed out that if Trump could be convicted based on challenging election results, why weren't the Democrats held to the same standard when they challenged the results in 2016? The lawyers warned that Trump's conviction would lead to dangerous future presidents. That is, congressional control over which citizens can and cannot run for office, and unpopular political speech being threatened and ultimately suppressed. The next step in this trial, senators will need to vote on the conviction, and that's expected to happen in the coming days since no witnesses have been called to testify. Back to you, Steph.